Hi guys, it's Aaliyah. I'm back again. But not today because I've already seen you guys once today. But this video is basically about how to afford a baby stuff, things like that. Basically, so you find out you're pregnant, maybe like average 2 months in, right? So this is the things that you can do starting at 2 months to guarantee success with having a newborn. Okay, so I made a list of things. So I've had 2 children so far. I have a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old right now. And we did things differently with both kids. So with Mariah, who is my 2-year-old, we did a lot of Babies R Us. Like obviously Babies R Us was the thing back then. This is before they shut them down or they went bankruptcy or whatever happened. And I want to say, like, I loved that store, and I was really upset they shut down when I found out I was pregnant with my 2nd kid, and I'm like, so I'm going to just talk about maybe not Babies R Us per se, but there are stores like that out there to where you can set up a registry with them and then you'll be able to get money back. So I think I got $350, $300 and something back to use in their store. So with that, I bought diapers and wipes. Like, I didn't have to pay for any of my diapers or wipes for, I think, until she hit size 6. So that was awesome. And then like little things that I might have needed here and there, I bought from Babies R Us with that money. And I would let everyone know, like, hey, I would rather you go to Babies R Us because, you know, I do get the rewards for it. And they did. So I really do appreciate that. With my 2nd child, we did things a little differently. Burlington's and Target was more of my store. I did a Target registry, but Burlington's, because most of it, you know, we had 2 girls, so we kind of had everything else, but you know, all the little things, and I like to get things. So we did Burlington's, and with Burlington's, they have the layaway program, and for baby items you get, or baby gear, you get 3 months instead of 2 months of layaway, which is amazing. First, when I found out I was pregnant, I did the early detection to see what the gender was. Found out I was having another girl. I'm not telling you have to do that, because you can take the first step I did and the second step I did and flip them if you want to. But this is how we did it. So the first step, I found out I was having a girl. So I went and got all the clothes that she would need, and towels and bibs and burping cloths and all that, like a lot of stuff I got from there. And I put it on layaway. I think it was like $200. And then 3 months. 3 months later, I was about 5 months pregnant. I got that stuff out. Then all I needed was a double stroller, because now I had 2 kids. And I already had the little carrier seat. So I just needed a double stroller, and it had to be Graco so it can fit my little infant carrier. And I needed a car seat. So I did that, and it was one other thing, I forgot what I put on there, but it came out to like $300 and something. So at 8 months, we got that out. And in between that time, I wind up going to Walmart, and we think me and my husband spent about $100, $150 that we had saved up, and we just went there and we bought all the onesies for all the sizes, socks. That's actually where we bought the burping cloths, bibs, sleepers. We bought sleepers from there, actually, because they're pretty cheap there. And then we did go to Target to grab like the bottles, because Walmart didn't have the bottles that I used. So we went to Target for that. Got some things from Target too. And towards the end of my pregnancy, that's when we had our baby shower first, got some diapers and wipes, because that's all I really asked for. So we were good. So if you're waiting until 5 months to know what the gender is, you can flip that. You can do gender stuff like that you don't need to know the gender for, like the car seats, the strollers, and stuff like that. You can do that when you first find out, put it on layaway, and then pay it off. And then when about 5 months, you'll know what you're having, and then you can go and get the gender stuff. And I can say it helped me a lot because I didn't have to like stress about it. I had a plan and I executed that plan, and my baby had everything she needed. And then of course, like, I already had a kid, so I used a lot like the same cribs and all that stuff. So it worked out. But I did make a list on for new parents. If you wanted to get, this is from like Walmart or Target. Walmart and Target have same prices for diapers and wipes, just to let you know. So if you wanted to go there and get your diapers and wipes all the way until like stage 6 or size 6, you can. And it will cost you roughly no more than $460 to get all of them. And that's including 128 count, which is $40. That's the big box. So the newborn, I would suggest just to get a huge box. And then later on, like say your baby is small, you can always go back and buy a little $8 pack, you know, because you don't want to get too much and then you have no one to give it to. Some people don't like taking open packages. So you have to be careful of that. So for newborn, I would just get the one big box and leave it at that. Or like if you're having a baby shower, see what you get first, and then you can take it from there, because this price list might go down for everything. You know, they might get you everything, you know. So size 1, you get the big box and the little box. So the big boxes are $40 and the little box is $25. For size 2, I did the same thing, big box, little box. Size 3, I did 2 of the big boxes, which came out to $60. So how I did it with both of my kids, I'm not saying you have to, because people have different preferences. Like my best friend loves Pampers. I hate Pampers. She hates Huggies, you know. So I love, love, love Huggies, okay? I don't like Huggies wipes. They're horrible. But I love Huggies diapers. Like, I swear by them. I swear. But I do love Pampers wipes. Like, I swear by Pampers wipes. So I'm just like a weird person. Then when they hit size 3, for the price wise, I switched to Loves. They're just way cheaper. You get more for the price you're paying, but I still keep so I do Pampers Sensitive in the beginning, and then I changed over to Pampers Complete Clean, which is a little cheaper once I see their sensitivity level. So anyways, so size 3, I get 2 big boxes of the Loves, which is $60 together. And then size 4, 2 boxes, which is about $50. And size 5, I get 3 boxes of the bigger ones. And size 6, I get 4 boxes. Okay, so that should come out to no more than $465. Okay, and if you think about it, if you're saving up and you have to do it by yourself, that's a good price. Then we go on to like bottles. Like I liked Playtex, the Playtex with the inserts, and they worked very well for me. So those are the bottles that I get. So I get the actual Playtex, the set of 3. Comes with a little bit of inserts, and it comes with the nipples. So for the 4 ounces, I get 2. 1 set, my bad. I'm trying to think. Little baby. Yeah. I get 1 set because it's 3, and you can just rewash the nipples mainly, because you don't have to really wash the outer shell, like deep clean it, you know, just sanitize the nipples. You have inserts, you know. So that's one thing. And then for the 8 ounces, I get 2 because I feel like I have to use those longer so the nipples go bad. Then you have to get the boxes of inserts. The inserts, if you wanted to get 2 of the big boxes, it comes out to $20, like roughly $20, because I don't know what your taxes are, so I just say 20. And that'd be the same price, I believe, for the 4 ounces, because it says 4 ounces are $9. So I would only get 1 box of the 4 ounces inserts, because if you have a greedy baby, like, they might not be there that long. And this is totally, I didn't breastfeed, like I couldn't with both kids, so this is totally different for people who are breastfeeding. They might think that another bottle is better, so it's just all in preference and what you're doing. Like I said, I didn't breastfeed, so doing this inside of what formula was easy for me. I'm pretty sure, like, I know there are companies out there that's specifically for breastfeeding in the bottles and the little packages to freeze them. So I would go with them, whatever makes it easier for you. Then we have wipes. So for 4 of the Pop Tops, you're looking at about $50 for the 504 counts. You're looking at about $50. And then you have onesies. Onesies, depending, I went for the most expensive one that you would see at Walmart, and they're roughly $10. So they're roughly $10. And what I did is I got it for every size. So if they're roughly $10, you're looking at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $60 if you buy 1 pack of the long ones. And the reason I say 1 pack of the whites, because you might want to go ahead and buy like the packs of pinks or blue if you're having, you know, like the red colors. So I only got 1 pack of white for each size because they'll grow out of it really fast. And I just like to have it in the house. I don't want to go to the store like, oh, I need this. So I like to have it in the house. Then I would get of the same size, like colored ones too. So you technically do have 2 packs, 1 of white, 1 of color. So you're looking at $120 if you think about it. You get 2 of each size. So this is more projecting all the way to 24 months, having every size. And then sleepers, if you get all sizes, I would say 7 of each size, because you can always go and do laundry if your baby has like a blowout or something. But then you have to also think, like, if you have 7 sleepers of each size, you have 7 pairs of outfits of each size. Then if they have a blowout with the sleeper, then you have an outfit to put on them. Or if it's warm, they might just hang out in the house with the onesie. So I wouldn't stress that much. If you have to, maybe you do laundry twice a week, once a week. So all that factors into how many you may need. I just went with 7 because if it's warm, they wear a onesie in the house and do their thing. When they're little, I use sleepers because, you know, they get colder easily. But if we're out, they have like cute little outfits that they wear. So I would say 7 of each size. And if you go to Walmart, you look at the most expensive onesies, they're about 7 something. But if you get the cheaper ones, they can be around 4 something. So I just went with the most expensive one, and that would be around a little over $7, $8 each. And then for baby toys, I would say estimate like just starting off $60, because you might want to buy a little bit of maybe like the little cute little rattle teddy bears, you know, or little teething things, and maybe like a little play mat or something. You're not trying to go extravagant because like it's a freaking newborn baby, like they eat, sleep, poop, you know. And then once they get a little older, like the mat will come in handy, chew toys, and they just really want your attention. So you don't have to go extravagant on toys right away. I would say get 1 big thing of baby lotion. Johnson & Johnson, you're roughing about 3, and I think Aveeno maybe 4. Same thing with the body wash, just 1 big large one, because your baby might like not like it. And if they do, like Johnson & Johnson, I get like the yellow one, I forgot what it's called, but the tear-free one. And I actually had a big bottle, and I used it twice. I used it for my first kid. Then I switched to the lavender bedtime one. So I had half a bottle, and I wound up using it for my second kid too, and I finished it. But it all depends on, this was in California. She needed as much lotion as actually my child here needs. So with bibs, I put $40 because they're about $10 a pack, and you're gonna need a lot of bibs because they spit up a lot. Or like my daughter, the 6-month-old, when she was born, she had a chronic like nose. It would come out her nose, and they said it would go away, and it did. We had to start feeding her food actually earlier. Her doctor said she needs something like cereal earlier to weigh down her stomach because it just kept coming up, and she was fine. Socks, I said 20 if you're going, like I said, through all the sizes up to 12 months. You need thick blankets. I would suggest 2 thick blankets, because if one gets dirty, you can always wash the other one. I believe since it's cold in Colorado, we have 4 thick blankets. We have one thick one, and then we have 3 of like the soft, fuzzy, warm ones, you know, you just throw over her in a car seat. I do suggest that depending on where you are. Like if you're in Florida, then maybe 2. If you're in California, 2. If you're in a cold state, then maybe 4. So you'd be averaging with 2 thick blankets, like the decent quality ones, you're looking at $35, like the max, because you can get some that are like $15 each. So I guess just double that if you're gonna get 4. Outfits, each size, I kind of went over that. I would get 7 of each size. Those are a little expensive because they can be like $10 to $15 if you're getting like Walmart or Target brand, you know, if you're not going out and getting Calvin Klein or Coach, you know, if you're just going and getting cute little outfits, I would suggest Burlington because you can get them for really cheap there. Ouch. You can get them for really cheap there, but if you decide to go to like Target or something, you're looking at $10 to $15 for an outfit. And if you get it for all sizes, you're looking at about $400. Okay, so the rest of the stuff that I'm going to say, this is all the stuff from Walmart that I actually looked up online. Because, you know, it's been 6 months, maybe prices change. I don't know. But for the big things, if you were going to do Walmart, you're going kind of cheap, you know, trying to do it cheaply. You have a car seat is safety first. I like safety first. There was actually a person that I knew, and he has the same car seat that I have for my first daughter. Actually, they both had the same car seat, but he had the exact same one as my first daughter. He got into a really bad car accident, and she had hush. She had nothing but bruises, and like it was a head-on. Like she could have passed away, and I was like, okay. Actually, knowing someone who's been through that, and the car seat held in, it had a crack through it, so they had to get a new one. But that's all it was. Like that car seat took the impact for her, and I did really like that. So at Walmart, they're about $135 for a safety first car seat, the 3-in-1. And then for a travel set, you're looking about roughly $150 for a travel set, a stroller and a infant car seat. For a crib, you can go $130 to $150, just depending on if you're, like I said, you're trying to go cheap, but you know you like the designs. You're looking between $130 $150, because I know the one that we have, we got the car seat in the changing table, not the car seat, the crib in the changing table for about, I think it was $275. I was like, that's great. That was at Babies R Us. So a changing table at Walmart, you're looking at $52 to $95, just depending on if you like style or not. A mattress, roughly about $40. They have some that are cheaper, but you want to get, you know, a nice quality one for your kid to sleep on. A bassinet, you're looking from $60 to $80. A swing, you can get a good Graco swing for about $80. Pack and play. This one that I saw, the pack and play, it had the bassinet, like the bassinet in the changing table, and that's about $80 too. And it had the little mobile. So those are pretty nice, you know. Mainly if you don't want to do the crib, you can spend $80 and get everything, the changing table and the crib basically in a pack and play and take it wherever you want if you wanted to do it that way. Burping cloths for a 3-pack, you're looking at $9. Thermal blankets for a 2-pack, $10. So if you're in a cold state, I suggest thermal blankets, you know, because you want to do like the sleeper, the thermal blanket, the big blanket, receiving blanket. I'd be bundling them up. I ain't trying to get nobody sick. A receiving blanket for a 4-pack, you're looking at $10. I suggest you get 2 of them. A lot of spit up, a lot of stuff like that. And sometimes when you're in a pinch, you can't find a bib or a burping cloth, you wipe that mouth with that receiving blanket and keep it moving. So what I didn't put on here is snow suits or bunts. I don't really know about snowsuits because the same one that I'm using is the same one I got from Babies R Us. So I can't really put in info on that, but I know like Amazon has them and Target did have them at one point. Walmart has them, but they're like the flimsy ones. If you're in a cold state, I wouldn't suggest that. The bunts, I know that they have at Burlington's because that's where I got mine from. And if you don't know what a bunt is, it's like they have a little hood. They put their arms through the babies. It's up to usually 0 to 6 months. And it has a little snap for their little mittens. And then instead of it being feet, it's like a little cut off circle or oval that they just drop their feet in because it's for the younger kids. And then it has a little seat belt thing so the seat belt can go through it and latch. And that helps. It's like a really thick blanket surrounding your kid. We use that for my 6-month-old. We're in Colorado. We just got a snowstorm, so yes, it kept her warm. I am actually going to total this up. I'm going to use the most expensive prices that I've named, not the cheaper ones, so we can just round over, okay? Okay, I'm back. I had to find my calculator that my daughter stole from me to add this up. So just give me 1 second, and okay, it's gonna be more than 1 second, and I will get this totaled for you. Okay, so I did the totaling, and you're looking, if we round up, and like I said, we use the most expensive things that I've listed. You're looking at $2,400. So if you divide that, let's just say you find out at 2 months, you would need to save $337. Wait, my bad. 400 divided by 7. Okay, you would need to save 340. We'll round up, so $343 a month, and we'll divide that by 2. And we're looking at $172 every 2 weeks. So if you were taking money out of your paycheck every week, like say you get paid bi-weekly, you would have to take $172 out of your paycheck, tuck it away somewhere, and by the month you'll have $343 tucked away, and then by, like I said, so say you find out 2 months, 7 months later, by 9 months, you'll have $2,400. So obviously, like most of the big stuff, you can just get out the way as you're going through. Because that's what we did with our first daughter. Like every paycheck, we were buying stuff. Since I found out. But I kept the receipts, obviously, because you know bad things do happen to good people. So I did keep receipts, but as soon as I found out, and the baby, they said it was healthy, I just started buying stuff. And I had a little gift bag. I had a little tiny gift bag, and every time I got it, I stuck the receipts in there. I just stuck the receipts in there, kept it in my closet. So God forbid that something did happen, I would have the receipts for everything. And I asked the store that I was going with, like, what is your policy and everything like that, just in case, because you know you want to be covered too. You, like, in a bad situation, you don't want other bad things to happen too. So I tucked away the receipts, and we just started rolling with the baby stuff. And I suggest, like I said, do the math, see what you need, but don't depend on a baby shower either. So as soon as you find out, start tucking money away with your paycheck. So if you sit there and you tuck away $172 every paycheck, you know, I don't know how much you make or what your situation is, but if you think of $2,400 for a kid, you're like, oh my God, like what? But then you break it down and you're thinking of $172 per paycheck. Mainly if you don't have a kid, maybe you don't have any responsibilities, then that might be a good thing for you to think about, tucking that money away. Don't depend on anybody. Then once you see what you get from your baby shower, you have extra money tucked away, you know, so that's good, you know, you're helping your savings at that point. But I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I know I did a lot of bargaining with both kids, a lot of bargaining, and I like nice things for my children. I like new things for my children. So I really did have to do a lot of bargaining to get, even with the first kid, we had a lot of money, but I don't want to pay a lot of money. So I looked around and so you just have to search for what you're looking for. That's what I would say. Don't just be like, yo, they have it, I'm about to pay $400 like for this crib, when you could probably find that same crib somewhere else for $200 and something, you know. Or if you're just like, I don't really have it, you know, you can find cribs for really, really cheap, you know. And if you do want to do the pack and play, simple as that. Or you can just say skip the pack and play and get the crib. You don't really need a changing table. You can throw that baby on that bed with a sheet underneath them and go to work, so you don't need a changing table. But like I said, if you want all the nice things, then you would have to save for it. You'd have to work for it. But like I said, I hope this was helpful for anybody who needed to hear it or needed any advice on how to either save, how to get things for their newborn baby or unborn baby. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like the video.